Welcome. I'm Inger, she is Rosie, and this is Be Free Yoga. We're so glad you joined us today. This is a 1-hour Vinyasa Flow Yoga class designed for all levels. Just modify based on your fitness level, any injuries you might have, and how you're feeling today, because every day is different and every body is different. If you like practicing with no music or with your own music, you're in the right place. If you prefer to practice with my carefully curated playlist, you can find these same classes on my website, www.befreeyogaAustin.com. And that's B with 2 E's, like the bumblebee. Also there you will find a relaxing guided meditation and written reflections on the weekly topic to help you on your spiritual path. Enjoy your practice today, and thank you so much for joining us. Hello, welcome to Be Free Yoga. I'm Inger, that's Rosie, and today's class is on slowing your roll. I feel like sometimes we take the frenzied pace of modern life as a given, but there is actually another choice. Sometimes we're forced to slow down because of illness or circumstance. And then we can also just choose to slow down, spend more time in the present moment, choose quality over quantity. And we're going to practice doing that on our mat today. We're going to go slower. We're going to do small transitions that have a big effect. And all the music, if you're doing this class to music, is from the 1970s. That's when I was a child, and so it reminds me of a slower time. You'll need 2 blocks for class. And before we even get in our initial position, let's just take a slow, deep inhale and an open mouth exhale. So wherever you are, full breath in, sigh it out. Nice. Now meet me in child's pose. Knees wide, toes together to touch. Sink your hips to your heels and rest your forehead on the mat. Snuggle your ribs between your thighs. Take a full inhale, expand your rib cage. Exhale, fog up your mat. Again, full breath in. And exhale. More isn't always better. So start slowing down your breath, slowing down your movements, and slowing down your mind. Then spider your fingertips on the floor. Lift your elbows up. Inhale, look forward, cow. Sink your chest low. Keep your arms active. Exhale, cat. Round your upper back, tuck your chin. Keep pressing into your fingertips. Inhale, cow. Look forward. Exhale, cat, round. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Come through cow one more time. Look forward. Exhale, thread the needle. Send your right arm underneath your body. Bring your right cheek and shoulder to the mat. If child's pose is hard on your knees, you can always put a blanket under your thighs or sit on a block. And if it's hard to thread the needle in child's pose, you can do it in tabletop. Make this practice your own. Send your breath into any tightness in your outer shoulder, upper arm. On your next inhale, unwind. Come back to your spider hands. And then thread your left arm underneath you. Thread the needle on the other side. Left cheek and shoulder to the mat. Inhale, come back through center, unwind. Look forward and just flip-flop your hands, releasing your wrists. Then flex the top of your hands back towards your forearms. Press your palms to the top of the room. And release. Press into your hands, come up through tabletop. Wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Send your left leg back, level your hips, flex your foot. Exhale, imagine you're swinging your leg to the side to tap a button that's on the floor. Tap your big toe down. Inhale back, level your hips. Exhale, push the button again. Inhale back. Exhale, press your button. Reach your leg back one more time. Then cross it over your bent leg. And gaze over your right shoulder. Lean into your left side body. Nice stretch. Look back to the top of your mat. Root into your right hand and come into a supported side plank. Maybe send your left arm overhead. Keep your hips high. Big breath in. And exhale, come on back down to tabletop for the other side. Inhale, right leg back. Scissor your thighs together, activate your glute. Exhale, tap your button on the right. Big toe to the earth as far forward as you can. Inhale, back. Exhale, tap. Make your movement slow and controlled. Tap it one more time. Inhale to the back. And then cross it over to the back left corner of the room. Gaze over your left shoulder. How can you make this stretch deeper? Look back to the top of your mat. Root into your left hand. Right arm high. Supported side plank. Big breath in. Exhale, release. Plant your knees. Walk your hands forward just a little bit. Bend your knees, heels to your hips, and just swing your hips side to side. Let them go a little bit deeper each time. Then come down onto your forearms to do the same thing again. Dip your hips to the right and left. Then come back through center and relax into puppy pose. Knees under your hips. Reach your arms forward. Press your chest down. Rest your forehead on the mat. Reach with your tailbone. And exhale into child's pose. Send your hips back. Knees wide. Full deep inhale. Side out. Walk your hands forward a little bit so that your hips lift off your heels. Elbows off the floor. Inhale, rainbow your back up. And exhale into a chaturanga on your knees. Elbows at your sides, lower halfway. Inhale, rainbow up. Exhale into child's pose. Hips hover off your heels. Hands stay planted down. Inhale, rainbow up. Exhale, chaturanga on your knees. Child's pose. It's like a little tricep push-up here. One more time, come back down to child's pose. Relax your arms, full breath in, full breath out. Press into your hands, come up through tabletop, tuck your toes, and exhale into downward facing dog. Bring your feet as wide as your mat. Press into your hands, lower your heels. Maybe pedal out your legs a little bit. Then inhale, walk your hands towards the back of your mat, frog squat. Plant your heels, elbows inside your knees. Lengthen your spine and bring your hands to heart center. Look forward. Inhale, walk your hands forward. And exhale into down dog. Press your chest low, lift your hips high. Inhale, frog squat. Walk your hands back. Lift your heart, plant your heels. Exhale, down dog. One more time. Inhale, frog squat. Your frog squat can be high or low. And back to down dog. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, take tiny steps forward for ragdoll. Feet hip-width distance apart. Hold opposite elbows. Feel your torso hang heavy on your thighs. Part of slowing down is making good choices. So shake your head yes and no. Practice that now. And release your hands to the mat. Toe heel your feet together. With soft knees and a heavy head, roll up one vertebra at a time. When you get to the top, roll your shoulders up and back. And bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes. On your mat today, set an intention to be really present. Don't worry about what's coming next or think about the past. Stay in the moment and notice the subtle shifts that happen in each moment of your practice. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release your hands, open your eyes. Inhale, chair pose. Sit back in your imaginary throne, reach your arms high. Traction your heels away from each other. Feel your glutes fire up. Exhale, airplane arms. Send your hands to the back of the room. Spread through your collarbones. Electrify your fingertips, weight still in your heels. Inhale, exalted mountain. Left arm up, right hand on your hip. Look up towards the sky. Send your hips to the left corner of the room. Get longer. Big breath in. Exhale, IT band forward fold. Cross your left foot over your right. Airplane arms. Outside edges of your feet together. Fingertips reach high. Tweeze your shoulder blades together. Look at your mat. Inhale back through exalted mountain. Uncross your legs. Left hand high. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Sit lower. Inhale, chair. Reach your arms high. Big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthen through the back seams of your legs. Completely relax your head and neck. Inhale, halfway lift. Create a number 7 with your body. Tweeze your shoulder blades together. Bend your knees a little or a lot. Lengthen the back of your neck. One more inhale. Exhale, low lunge, left foot back. Come into a runner's lunge, lower your back knee. Bring your hands inside your right foot and toe heel your right foot forward and out. Option for a block. You can bring your forearms to the earth or on a block. Think about sinking your chest lower than your right thigh. Just rest in stillness here. With each exhale, let your hips sink a little bit more. On your next inhale, come up onto your hands. Set your block to the side and activate your back leg. Active runner's lunge. Spread your fingers wide, ground down into your hands. Inhale, right leg high. Reach up with your heel. Exhale, knee to left tricep, hinge forward to high plank. Cross your knee underneath you, make that leg small. Elevator it higher up your arm. Then inhale back through three-legged dog. Press your hands down and forward. Exhale, low lunge, step through lightly. Tense your fingers. Draw your belly off your thigh. Shift your weight forward into your front foot and come into standing splits. Scissor your thighs together. Again, relax your head and neck. Look to the back of the room. Flare your toes. Keep your lifted leg active. Option to play with your balance here. Maybe ground down into your right foot. Look at the top of your mat. And bring one or both hands to your shin. Don't forget about your lifted leg. We're here for a couple more rounds of breath. Option for blocks under your hands as well. One more inhale, lift your heel higher. Exhale, Shiva squat, bend your standing leg, cross your left knee behind your right knee. Send your weight back into your heel. Stay for a breath in. Exhale, sit down. Lower your hips, keep your legs crossed. And come into half Lord of the Fishes. Gaze over your right shoulder, look to the back of the room. Keep most of your weight in your hips, not in your hand. One more breath in. Exhale, unwind. Bring your weight back into your right foot through standing splits and exhale, forward fold. Full deep inhale. Full deep exhale. Inhale, chair. Sit low, reach high. Exhale, airplane arms, fire up your triceps. Inhale, exalted mountain, right hand high, left hand on your hips. Pause here. Press your hips to the upper right corner. Lift your heart space. Big breath in. Exhale, IT band, forward fold, cross your right foot over your left, airplane arms. Stretch your fingertips high. Equal weight in both feet. On your next inhale, lead with your chest, rise up, uncross your legs, and come back through exalted mountain, right arm high, look up. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, chair, sit even lower as you reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge, right foot back. Lower your back knee and come into your runner's lunge. Again, option for block. Under your forearms, create more space between your legs. With each exhale, release any muscular tension. Let your hips sink lower. Let gravity do the work. Notice where your mind goes in these moments of stillness. Can you keep it here on your mat? On your next inhale, activate this stance. Come into an active runner's lunge. Back knee off the floor. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to right, tricep, hinge forward to high plank. Squeeze your insides. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step lightly between your hands. Lengthen your spine, send your hips low, weight in your feet. Inhale, start to shift your weight forward. And exhale, standing splits. Right heel high. Push into your strong big toe. Option for the balance challenge. Find a drishti, a point of focus. Bring one hand to your shin. Maybe both hands. Fire up those stabilizer muscles. Lift your heel higher. One more big inhale. Exhale, Shiva squat. Bend your standing leg right knee behind your left. Sink your hips low. Then kickstand your foot and come down to a seat. Your left shin is outside your right thigh. Half Lord of the Fishes. Look back over your left shoulder. Make sure both sits bones are still grounded. Lengthen your spine on the inhales and twist deeper on the exhales. One more inhale. Exhale, unwind, root into your front foot. Come back into your standing splits, right leg high. And exhale, forward fold. And big breath in. Exhale, sink a little bit lower. Inhale, chair pose. Sit low, reach high. Exhale, open twist to the left. Left arm back, right arm forward. Check in with your knees. Make sure they're both pointing to the front of the room. Roll your left shoulder down your back. Hands at shoulder height. Look to the back of the room. Bring the twist into your cervical spine. Remember to breathe. Sit a little lower. On your next inhale, one-legged mountain. Left knee lifts. Dial your left hip down. Micro bend your standing leg, then grow your torso longer. Big breath in. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Slow step back, land lightly. Activate your arms, reach your heart forward as your hands go back. Bend your front knee more. Inhale, crescent lunge. Reach your arms high. Activate your belly, draw it up and in to help protect your lower back. Keep strong mountain arms. Push into the ball of your back foot. One more inhale. Exhale, open twist to the right. Right hand back, left hand forward. Roll your right shoulder down your back. Keep your back leg straight. Inhale, exalted warrior, tick-tock your arms. Right hand rests lightly on your thigh. Left hand reaches high. Offer your heart up, look to the sky. A big breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Whip around, open up to the left. Check in with your stance. Maybe if you widen it, you can sink your hips lower. Reach in opposing directions. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right arm high, lengthen both side bodies, but keep your hips low. One more big inhale. Exhale, windmill your arms back and down. Come into wide-legged forward fold. Hold opposite elbows, just like we did in ragdoll. Let that shift your weight forward into the balls of your feet. Inwardly rotate your thighs and reach up through your tailbone. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Feel an opening in your upper back. One more inhale. Exhale, release your grip. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your spine, hands on the earth. Exhale, root into your heels, pivot your toes forward and meet in pyramid pose. Right toes point forward, left toes point to 10 o'clock, back heel planted on the floor. Both legs straight, option for blocks. Draw your right femur into your hip socket and lower it down. On the inhales, lengthen your spine, and on the exhales, fold deeper. We're here for a few more rounds of breath. One more inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge, remove your blocks. Step your left foot back. Ground down into your feet. Inhale, reach your arms forward, Utthita arms, keep your hips low, biceps by your ears. Exhale, warrior three, ground down into your right foot and lift your left leg. Both hips shine down, activate your back body. Inhale, warrior one, bend your standing leg, plant your back foot and rise up. Take a little back bend, look high. Keep your front knee bent. Send your left hip forward. One more inhale. Exhale, warrior three. Once again, balance on your right foot. Level hips, reach in opposite directions. Inhale, warrior one with a back bend. Bend your front knee, look up. Exhale back into warrior three. Hold it for the inhale. And exhale, low lunge, land lightly. Foot between your hands. Inhale, horizon lunge, root into your left hand. Reach your right arm high and roll onto the outside edges of your feet. Maybe you have to move your right foot towards the center of your mat to make that possible in your hips. Big breath in. Exhale, hover your hips, reach your right arm to the back of the room, look behind you. Inhale, rainbow up. Exhale, reach for the horizon. Inhale, rainbow up. Exhale, reach for the horizon. Inhale, rainbow up. Come all the way back into your low lunge. Foot between your hands. Inhale, high plank. Step your right foot back. Everything in one line. Press into your foundation. One more big breath in. Exhale, knee, chest, chin. Lower your knees. Keep your hips high. Then lower your chest and chin. Elbows in at your sides. Send your left leg up diagonally. Hold here, remember to breathe. Inhale, extended cobra. Straighten your arms, bring your legs down. Reach your heart forward. Keep your core engaged. Big breath in. Exhale, down dog. Tuck your chin. Send your hips high. Biceps around your ears. Full breath in. Full breath out. Notice how you feel about going a little bit slower, holding things a little bit longer. Try and be present with the sensations, letting go of judgments. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front. Forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit low, reach high. Exhale, open twist to the right. Right arm back, left arm forward. Make sure both your hips are shining forward. Let this twist come from your middle and upper back. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Right knee lifts. Flex your foot. Parallel your thigh with the floor. Grow taller on the inhale. Exhale, crescent lunge. With airplane arms, land lightly. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Send your hips lower. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach high. Imagine you're about to take off. Push into the ball of your back foot, send your right hip forward. Exhale, open twist to the left. Left hand back, right hand forward, look to the back of the room. Inhale, exalted warrior, right arm high. Left hand rests lightly on your thigh. Keep your lunge low. And then imagine lengthening your upper body towards the sky. One more breath in. Exhale, whip around to the right. Warrior two, adjust your stance. Make sure you can see your front big toe. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach up and back. Get long, keep your hips low, big breath in. Exhale, rainbow towards the back of the room and come down into wide-legged forward fold. Parallel your feet. Hold opposite elbows. With each exhale, sink a little bit deeper into your fold. Traction your heels away from each other. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on the earth. Exhale, pyramid, pivot your toes forward. Find your blocks if you need them. Frame your front foot. Back heels on the earth. Press into your front foot. Send your left hip back and down. On the inhales, lengthen your spine. And on the exhales, fold deeper. Pay attention to your breath and the sensations in your body. On the inhale, halfway lift, set your blocks to the side. And exhale, low lunge. Adjust your stance. Keep your weight in your feet. Draw your belly off your thigh. Inhale, Utthita, arms reach forward. Fire up your core. Exhale, warrior three. Ground down into your left foot. You decide how far you tip over here. Try and reach your heel and your hands higher. And then step back, rise up into warrior one. Bend your front knee. Look up. Little back bend here. Full breath in. Exhale, warrior three. Gonna do this 3 times. Ground down before you tip forward. Keep your hips level, get longer. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior three. Stay for a breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Step back lightly. Root into your right hand. Inhale, horizon lunge. Roll onto the outside edges of your feet. Left arm high. Big breath in. Exhale, reach back to the horizon. Hover your hips. Inhale, rainbow up. Exhale, hover. Inhale, rainbow up. Exhale, hover. This time, rainbow all the way into low lunge. Bring both hands to the mat. And inhale back to high plank. Exhale, knee, chest, chin. Lower your knees. You can untuck your toes. Keep your hips high. Bring your chest and chin down, elbows at your sides. You can even rest your chin on the mat. Then send your right leg up diagonally, point your toe. Keep weight in your hands. Inhale, extended cobra, straighten your arms. Lower your legs. Open your shoulders. Look forward. Exhale, down dog. Tuck your toes. Send your heels lower and your hips higher. Inhale, hinge forward to high plank. And exhale to down dog. We're going to do that 2 more times. Option to come to a little chaturanga instead of a high plank. Inhale, chaturanga or high plank. Exhale, down dog. 1 more. It's like a little tricep push-up. Exhale into down dog. Lower your knees and come into child's pose. Rest your forehead on the mat. Relax your arms. And catch your breath. Cozy in. I'll read you a quote by Thich Nhat Hanh. Whatever the tasks, do them slowly and with ease in mindfulness. Don't do any task in order to get it over with. Resolve to do each job in a relaxed way with all your attention. Enjoy and be one with your work. Without this, the day of mindfulness will be of no value at all. The feeling that any task is a nuisance will soon disappear if it is done in mindfulness. I read you that quote right now because we're about to do slow mountain climbers, and so be mindful and present and see if you can turn slow mountain climbers into something other than a task that you dread. Take a full inhale, rise up through tabletop, and come into high plank. Good plank form, hips not too high, not too low. 1 line of energy, lift your head, then send your right knee to your left tricep. Inhale through center. Left knee to right tricep, crossing it over. Move slowly, remember to breathe. You can always take a break, you can always rest in child's pose. Do this mindfully. You got this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees wide. And come back into child's pose again. Rest your forehead on the mat. Full breath in, open mouth, exhale to reduce some heat. Inhale, press into your hands, rainbow your hips up. Come back through your extended cobra. Nice counter stretch, your feet can be lifted, toes together. Inhale up through tabletop and come to a seat. Lovely job. Have some water. Towel off. Ralph Waldo Emerson wrote, "Adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience." I don't know about you, but I struggle with patience. Going slow on my mat always challenges me in that area, which is a good thing. Once you're hydrated, cooled off, we'll meet in down dog for our last standing series on each side before we do some stretching. When you're ready, meet in down dog. Remember, we were going to look for subtle shifts in our body, see if you notice anything different here compared to the beginning of class. Inhale, send your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Crunch it in, make your right leg small, draw your heel to your hip. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to right tricep, keep it high on your arm, squeeze your right side body. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to left tricep. We've been here before. One more inhale, hold it. Exhale, supported side plank, lower your knee. Root into your right hand. Send your left hand high. Now kickstand your right foot behind you a little bit, tuck your toes. And then option to lift your left foot and pulse. Keep both your hips shining to the side. Remember to breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take dancer, bend your lifted leg. Capture the outside edge of your foot with your hand. And then kick into your hand. Feel an opening, lift your head. Let your top shoulder open. One more inhale. Then exhale, extend your leg to the back again. Bring both hands to the mat. Send your knee to your nose. Inhale, right leg high. And exhale, low lunge. Step between your hands. Ground down. Inhale, Utthita, arms reach forward. Exhale, warrior 3. We've been here before. Inhale, bend your front knee, step back, warrior 1. Push into your back foot, send your left hip forward. Inwardly rotate your back leg. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, puff up your chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Hinge at your hips. Keep your front knee bent and use your right shoulder to open your knee towards your pinky toe. Press your palms together. Relax your head and neck. Keep grounded equally in both feet. One more inhale. Exhale, release your hands. And come into a runner's lunge. Step your left foot back a little bit. Thread your right shoulder under your right knee. And bring your palms to the earth, reaching to either side of the room. Hips stay up. One more inhale. Exhale, blaster pose. Lower your back knee. Find your blocks on the tall setting and rise up. Now move your right foot forward. This is basically a wide stance crescent moon. Instead of our heel being under our knee, it's reaching forward. Your blocks can support you as you sink your hips low. Front foot flat on the floor. Look to the front of the room. Rather than bearing all the weight in your hands, let your hips sink down. One more breath in. Exhale, moving into pigeon. Work your foot towards the left side of your mat. And then parallel your shin with the front of your mat. It may not be completely parallel like mine, that's totally fine. Level your hips, stay upright, take a big breath in, and then exhale, come down onto your forearms or a block. Sleeping pigeon. Your back toes point to the back of the room. Sometimes I think there are only 2 instructions we need to follow to develop and deepen our spiritual life. Slow down and let go. There's so much going on in this posture and we're not doing anything. On your next inhale, rise up onto your hands, tuck your back toes, send your right leg high, come into a scorpion dog, bend that lifted leg, and just circle out your knee. Loosen up that hip, we just did a lot of stretching. And exhale into downward facing dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, send your left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, hinge forward, make your left leg small. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to left tricep, squeeze your left rib cage to your hip bone. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to right tricep. Big breath in. Exhale, supported side plank. Lower your bottom knee. Root into your left hand. Send your right arm high. Kickstand your bottom foot on the earth, a little bit behind you. And then when you feel stable, float your right leg off the floor and pulse. Don't forget about your arms. Keep them active. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your lifted leg. Capture the outside edge of your foot. Kick into your hand for dancer. It's a balance challenge. If you fall out of it, that's okay. You always have the option to stay in supported side plank. Lift your chin. One more inhale. Extend your right leg back. Bring both hands to the mat. Then lift your left knee, tuck it in. Inhale, left leg high. And exhale, low lunge, step it through. Inhale, reach your arms forward, Utthita arms. Fire up your core. Exhale, warrior 3. Just here for a transition. Inhale, warrior 1, bend your front knee. Rise up. Push into the outside edge of your back foot. You can adjust your stance. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. Take your non-habitual grip. Puff up your chest. And exhale, humble warrior. Relax your head and neck. Press your palms together. Use your left shoulder to open your knee. One more inhale. Release your grip. Come into a runner's lunge. Step your right foot back. Thread your left shoulder under your left knee. Hands on the earth. to the sides. Keep your core engaged. One more inhale. Exhale, lower your back knee. And come into blaster pose. You can use your blocks. Work your left foot forward even more past your knee and sink your hips low. Tune into your bodily sensations to keep you centered here. One more inhale. Exhale, work your left foot to the right side of your mat and come into half pigeon. Parallel your shin with the top of your mat as much as you can. Level your hips. Lengthen and look forward, and then exhale, come into sleeping pigeon. Release any gripping in your face or your hands. What if your downtime, your lounging in bed too long time, your walkabout time, and your Friday off time, what if those times made it possible for your greatest achievements? Would they still make you feel guilty, or would you allow yourself to enjoy them? Mike Dooley. I think those downtimes do make our greatest achievements possible. On your next inhale, come up onto your hands, send your left leg high. Bend your knee, stack your hips, scorpion dog, circle it out. Then come into down dog. Look to the top of your mat and come through to a seat. So strong. Have a sip of water. Then send your legs to the front of the room in staff pose. Flex your feet. Glue the backs of your legs down. Activate your spine. Then cross your left ankle over your right ankle. Reach your arms high and exhale, fold forward. You can hold your toes or your shins. Inhale, rise up. Bend your top leg, bring your left foot inside your right thigh. Reach your arms high again, take a one-legged forward fold. Frame your shoulders around your extended leg. And then lead with your heart space, lengthen your spine, rise up. Bring your right arm inside your right leg and come into a side bend, rainbow your left arm up and over. Use this leverage to rotate your rib cage as you reach towards your foot. Look up past your armpit. Inhale, rise up. Plant your left hand down. Stargazer pose, rainbow your hips up, reach your right arm overhead, nice counter stretch. And exhale, lower your hips back down. Other side. Send your legs forward. Cross your right ankle over your left ankle. Arms high, hollow out your belly, and then fold forward. Grab what you can. Inhale, look forward, lead with your heart, rise up. Bring your right foot inside your left thigh for a forward fold. Use the strength of your obliques to center your torso on your extended leg and then fold forward. Inhale, rise up. Bring your left arm inside your left leg, side bend. Shoulders face the side, reach your right arm up and over. Look up past your armpit. Inhale, rise up, come into your stargazer pose, right hand on the earth. Lift your hips, find length. And lower your hips down. Come into Baddha Konasana, soles of your feet together. Interlace your hands behind your back. Big breath in, puff up your chest. Exhale, forward fold with a heart opener. Feel your knees open wider as you fold forward. Then inhale, rise up, release your grip. Come into relaxing pigeon. Start to walk your hands to the right, roll onto your right hip, and send your left leg behind you. You can come down onto your forearms. Your right hip stays on the earth. And then inhale, rise back up through Baddha Konasana. And bring your forearms down over to the left. Send your right leg back to the side. We're not forcing anything here. Nothing's intense. Inhale, come back up. Baddha Konasana, feet together. Hold on to your big toes with your peace fingers. Round your spine. And roll back into happy baby. Reconnect with the slow pace of your childhood here. And just do what feels good. Then release your toes, curl up into a ball, forehead to knee, full wind removing pose. And exhale into Shavasana. Send your legs long. Wrap your shoulder blades underneath you. Let your hips and feet open. Melt into the earth as it rises up to support you. We'll close with another quote by Thich Nhat Hanh. We have a tendency to think in terms of doing and not in terms of being. We think that when we're not doing anything, we are wasting our time, but that is not true. Our time is first of all for us to be. To be what? To be alive, to be peaceful, to be joyful, to be loving. And that is what the world needs most. In the spirit of that, we're going to take some extra time in Shavasana today. So just settle in and take this mini vacation on your mat. As you begin to bring life back into your body, notice what arrives and what departs. Deepen and lengthen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle your ankles and your wrists. Let your head fall to one side. And then to the other. And take a long good morning stretch. Breathe into your soft belly, full breath in. And exhale, curl up onto your favorite side into fetal pose. And cozy in using your bicep as a pillow. Set an intention for your week. Maybe this week set the intention to do nothing for at least a little bit of time every day. Remember to pause and create the spaces to make good decisions and to recharge. And see how that affects the rest of your activities for the day. On your next inhale, press into your top hand, and with as little movement as possible, come up to a seat on your mat. And bring your hands to your heart, ground down, lengthen your spine, and close your eyes. Just like at the start of class, we're going to end with a full deep inhale and an open mouth exhale. And bring your hands to third eye center. The light, the love, the teacher, the student, and the hot mess in me recognizes and adores the light, the love, the teacher, the student, and the hot mess in each of you. Bow forward and seal our practice with Namaste. Sometimes moving slow can be so challenging for me, but I feel really good right now after practicing with you today. The guided meditation this week is a fun tea drinking meditation where you drink a cup of tea and get really mindful about that activity to bring you into the moment. And the article has some fun tips for slowing down. So I hope you have a wonderful, slow week, and I'll see you next time at Be Free Yoga. Thanks for joining me.